Hi, besties! It's week 2 of the Artist's Way. Oh my gosh. We made it to week 2. I showed up throughout week 1, finished 80% of the tasks, did my morning pages every single day. I'm so proud of myself. Just taking a moment to acknowledge how proud of myself I am. Because when I tell you the sensor went off, it was crazy. But also, my house is like empty, which is why I'm making use of the fact and like screaming at this processing everything. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did week 1 of the Artist's Way. Literally so happy. I've had some gorgeous reflections this week, and I'm actually going to read another one for you guys. I know that it's not recommended to read your morning pages out loud or with anyone, but this in particular is a reflection, like an insight, which I don't mind sharing because I just felt so called to it. So yesterday when I was journaling, this is what came up. Good afternoon. I woke up a little late today and had guests over, so I couldn't journal in the morning as soon as I woke up. But I'm showing up regardless, as I've been the rest of the week. I feel a lot better today. I've realized, especially over the last year, that I love and thrive being around other people. It really energizes me and gets me out of my head in the best possible way. Having people who fill my cup and pour into me has been so vital to my well being. And I grieve my childhood so deeply because I rarely ever got to experience that. I had to grow up pretty quickly, and that's a pain I'll carry with me forever. I truly feel for my baby, toddler, kid, teenager, and young adult versions. They really had to grow up too quickly because a lot of people around them didn't step up in the way that they needed them to. And I am realizing that the life I'm living right now is a love letter to all of the past versions of me who are yearning and pining and desperate for that love, to be seen, to be heard, to be held, and to be cherished for the child that they were. No wonder my inner artist feels so scared, timid, and suppressed. She doesn't know what it feels like to be received for exactly who she is. I have goosebumps just reading that. Oh my god. It just came to me like, that's the thing about the morning pages, right? Like when you sit down to write them, there are other things going on in your head. And then when you actually start to write, your stream of consciousness just changes and goosebumps. Oh my gosh. And it's so ironic because I also follow this one app. So it's called the Pattern app. I'm a big believer in astrology. Make of it what you will. I've always believed in astrology. I've always felt drawn to it, called to it, whatever you would like to say. And this app is freakishly accurate and is my go-to guide when it comes to anything astrology or life related. And even my even my Pattern app keeps giving me these reminders. So it basically tracks like different seasons of my life and different like cycles of initiation that I'm going through according to my birth chart. And one reminder that I literally keep getting every single day is to invite more play into my life, is to invite more vulnerability into my life, is to let myself loose, because I can get in my head very easily. And this is very true. Like, I can get very serious about things. I can, like, go into depth about a lot of things. But my ability to just let myself be in the present and enjoy the moment and invite that sense of play and childlike wonder, that honestly does not come very naturally to me. And I feel like it has to do with this journal entry that I made, where growing up, I have felt unsafe to express myself to the fullest because of various circumstances. And so that itself has sort of unlocked this permission that I can give to myself now to indulge in more childlike play and that childlike sense of wonder, right? And it can be as dumb as, like, I was in the gym the other day and I wanted to dead hang. Like, so if you have to do pull-ups and you can't do a pull-up, it's recommended that you just hang. Like, you just hold the bars and hang. And I was overthinking it naturally. I was like, oh my god, the people in the gym, what if I miss the bar, that, this, that, like, the sensor just coming up with 20 reasons as to why I shouldn't do it. But then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna play some music and just attempt it. And I did, and I like shook the whole thing. And I just started laughing. And that is so cute. Like, this is something I've noticed, like when I'm in the gym and I fail at something, like I'm not able to finish my reps because the weights are too much, and like I go to failure. I just try something new and like whatever, I'm clumsy. I just start laughing. That is kind of a coping mechanism, but it's such a sweet coping mechanism because that is my version, or my subconscious version of inviting play into my life. That every time I do something dumb or something stupid or fail at something in the gym, I just laugh. And how cute is that? Like, that's crazy. And I wouldn't have made that connection to play and like being my authentic self in the freaking gym if it weren't for these morning pages, if it weren't for doing the artist way, which I think is so cool because it makes you more, at least it makes me more aware of those little points throughout my day where that inner child or that inner artist does come out without me even having to prompt it. It's like a default reaction, right? And it's like listening to that impulse or like paying attention to that impulse is when you're like, wait, this is possible for me. And you get a glimpse of the child and the artist that's buried within layers. It's like a pea in the mattress, if you know what I mean. Like, you can feel it, like you can sense it, and that gives you the hope that okay, I can still recover a lot more of this self as and when I go about my day, my activities, this journey, this process. And I feel like that's so beautiful if you think about it. And that's the other thing, right? With me, I was so introverted in school. Not now that I look back, not out of choice, but because that was what felt safest to me. That was what felt non-triggering and non-threatening. It was just easier for me to be in my own cocoon and not have to interact much with a lot of new people because I didn't know how that was gonna go down, right? And so I was always in a shell. I had a great group of friends in school and college, but my default was always to like close myself off, not let myself try new things. Even though I was so talented and so gifted, I hardly ever went for like competitions or annual days and sports days and all of that because I didn't have you know a lot of adults like pushing me to excel in those things. It was like, okay, you're good in studies, like that's great, that's good, and that's about it, right? But now the adult version of me is realizing that, oh my god, I love talking to people, I love being around people. They fill my cup, especially the right ones, and it literally rejuvenates me. Like, my mind chatter just completely stops when I'm around my people. It can be anyone. It can be my parents, it can be my cousins, it can be my best friends, it can be new people that I've made friends with on my Instagram community. Like, the right kind of people like really just help quieten your mind because you're able to openly talk to each other about life in general. Like, I am so grateful, touchwood, may all evil eye be returned back to the sender. I'm so grateful to have a circle of people with whom I can just bounce off the thoughts that I have in my head without having to worry about how it's going to be received. And that is a balm to your creative self. Finding the right people is so essential to the process, and that's also something that's talked about in the book, right? Finding your community. Like, artist creativity needs support. Like, you need to be supported, you need to be encouraged so that you can continue on this already confusing, grueling journey, because it may not be for everyone. Like, it's like the hero's journey, right? Like, you have to take it on to find out if this is something you can get through or not. And during such a process where the path ahead is not very clear, any kind of support from any direction, right? Whether it's a paragraph just telling you how great you're doing, someone commenting on your post and be like, oh my god, this is helping me so much, or your best friend sending you voice notes and being like, oh my god, what you said the other day like really inspired me, or just reassuring you and being like, you know what, you're doing a fucking incredible job. It doesn't look like that, it doesn't feel like that right now, but you are doing such a phenomenal job of just being a human being true to herself. These kind of things rejuvenate the crap out of you, even if it's just for a moment. Even if it's just for a moment, because I know I'm still in that state of like stress and anxiety where I tend to downplay my own achievements, and that is one of the other reasons I've taken on this journey, because I want to see if there's an alternate state of being I can feel that is more relaxed. Like, I want to know how that feels. Yeah, that was a lot of reflections, but yeah, this is how my brain works. Like, I'm such a yapper, and this also is in a way healing my inner artist and child, because I have so many things to ramble about. I have so many things I want to talk about. I have so many things I love sharing with people. Like, that's my thing. I love sharing. I cannot gatekeep for the life of me. Like, I have to tell people. It's like that childlike excitement to just share whatever I discover with people is so intrinsic to me, is so important for my well-being. It's like, it makes me feel so much better when I just yap in front of the camera without having to script it, without having to perform all of those things. Like, whew. So this, me making these videos is a love letter to myself, is a love letter to my inner artist, is, you know, it's like, I can picture like, you know, a cat in a cage, like a feral cat in a cage, who's actually really loving, right? And you know, the person is like trying to make friends with them, is being really patient, like giving them treats every day, letting them know that it's safe. That's me with my inner artist. My inner artist and inner child is a feral cat that just needs a little love and a little patience and some encouragement to just blossom into her beautiful big self, right? And yeah, so that's where I'm at. So anyways, that's it for today's reflection. If you enjoyed this, you can find the other 3 episodes of my journey so far on my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, and like, save, comment, subscribe if that's your drift. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.